metadata collection. It's something like information about a specific set of data. Like for example, when I asked you the first poll, if you remember, the question was, can you share your passwords? So 91% people said that no, they do not share their passwords with me. And when any person gives a negative answer that I would not do this, I would not do that, there are many ways to get that information. Obviously, I don't have your password now, but I have an intelligence about your passwords, right? I have what might be the length of your characters. So I would concentrate on that specific area. Like most people say that we use 10 to 14 characters. So now I know for sure that most attendees of this particular talk have 10 to 14 characters of a password. So when it comes to cracking the passwords, where I try to figure out what might be the password. So this is the first clue about your password. So I would not extend myself or drain myself to find out the password, which is might be in between 10 to 5 or 8 to 10 or exceed 15 to 18. So I would only concentrate now on 10 to 14 characters password. So that's what we call this as metadata. Another example of metadata is this. I hope this is an easiest way someone to understand, someone make believe that what is metadata. So as you can see the picture, so the boy or the man asks lady, what's her age? And the girl says, or the woman says, that we never reveal our age to a man or a boy. So what the man did here is he just asked, so what's your email address? Let me drop some mails. Let me drop some photos. Let me communicate over email. So instantly the girl or the woman shared the email address. And the email address mentioned the name underscore a number. And the number says, I believe it's 1998 @gmail.com. Racha underscore 1998 @gmail.com. So now I can able to figure out what might be her age by just looking at the email address. So I'm not completely sure that that might be her year of birth, but I can ask some questions based on that. So what if the man asked her, if it's 1998, then calculating up to 2020, then I can able to figure out what might be the age. If I directly ask, are you XYZ years old? On the basis of her reaction, I can, or the man can able to understand in this specific scenario that what might be her age near about. I'm not talking about the actual date and time and all that stuff. I'm talking just about the number. It might be 20 years or 22 years, whatever it might be. So this is a power of metadata. If you reveal information about your actual data, you will be a victim of a cybercrime. This is what we can say. It's a basic security for everyone. A smallest thing can able to hack the biggest machines or the largest machines, the smallest thing. So this is the power of metadata. So when I saw your email addresses, there are around 150 plus participants are registered for this webinar. So when I saw the registration information, I would like to just find it out on my screen. All right, so this is the section. All right, I hope it is visible for everyone. So by just looking at the email address, I can able to say so many things, but just figure out how many people are using the year. Might be their birth year or some random numbers. I'm not sure. I'm just looking at these email addresses. For example, let's have a look at this. It says 1985 @gmail.com. Might be his or her year of birth or some, probably it's a random number. I'm not sure. And there is another one. It says 2000. And there is another one. It says 1309. Might be the month and date of the birth, not year specifically, but 13 would be the date and 9 would be the month, probably. And there's so many other things like this. Might be the lucky number or the phone number, last 4 digits probably. And by just looking at this, I can able to say that why they are using this number. This is a metadata collection or an extraction. So if you are using 1992 in your email address, there has to be some reason. So all I have to do now is somehow figure out how this number is connected to your life, whether it's actual year of the birth or the last 4 digits of your phone number or month or date of your birth. So it depends upon, it varies from person to person, right? This is what we call this as metadata extraction, right? So this is the power of metadata. The reason behind explaining this metadata is the moment you reveal your metadata, there is a slight possibility that you are actually revealing your confidential information, which might lead to a hack, which might lead to a compromise of your passwords, your any kind of social accounts, any kind of confidential data. So it varies from attacker to attacker why they collect metadata, right? So whenever anyone, unless you trust them, if they ask any kind of these information, you should probably fake it. You should probably give a fake information to them. If someone asks your birthday, just give a fake information. So whenever you go to a mall and they want to take your name, email address, and phone number for some lucky prize, just give them a fake information. So when you, before this pandemic, this coronavirus, uh, when I used to go to any kind of shops or malls, they at the time of billing, on billing counter, they usually ask my phone number. It happens in I guess in Domino's a lot of time. So when you want to have a nice pizza, but they keep asking your name and phone number. And when you go to any kind of like this Reliance Fresh, they ask your phone number while at the time of billing. So when they ask my phone number, I never give them my real phone number or my real name. So I'm not saying they hack you, but what if someone use that information behind the scenes to push advertisements or sell this information to some other marketing companies? It has been done. And what I'm saying, it's not at all fictional, not at all from a TV point of view. Like you wouldn't see this in just in TV series or movies. I'm talking about this as I have experienced this in firsthand. We have seen a lot of data on internet which belongs to personal information which belongs to users. Right. So this is the reason as a matter of fact, Domino's was hacked multiple times. Indian zone Domino's, UK and US zone Domino's, the servers were compromised a lot of times. So when hackers compromise these kind of information, they put users' data on internet. That means anybody can able to access. So that's the reason I do not give them my real information whenever I go outside to buy something or to purchase something, right? Unless, like for example, for e-commerce, you have to give your real name, real address, and real phone number for you to contact. Other than this, these local stores, I'm not sure how they are protecting our information. So they don't care about information. I do know much that. So that's the reason this metadata part is very important. So the more you practice, the more you get adapted to this. It's not easy to just fake a name in your face of someone, right? So when you go to a shopping mall and they ask your name, you can't just fake it instantaneously. Okay, you have to practice it day by day, month by month, year by year. Then only you can expertise in that, right? So whenever I get asked by someone my name, I just give some random name which pops in my mind right there, right now, and give one specific phone number which is out of which is not in use. And I just do this and I just kept practicing it from years to years. So now I have mastered it. So whenever someone asks my name, so I just fake it, unless that person is my friend or someone I know. So that's the power of metadata.